going to show you how to make super delicious, easy, cheesy Italian herb bread. So we're going to make these into a couple of different shapes and configurations, and one of them will be even a flatbread that is could be a personal pizza, or you could cut it into little dippy triangles for bruschetta sauce or something like that. This bread mix is gluten-free, low-carb, grain-free, and it smells so incredible. It smells just like regular bread when it's baking. So this is fantastic. Oops. So I'm going to add a tablespoon of dried basil, a tablespoon of dried oregano. These are whole leaf dried herbs. They're not powdered. I've got 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic, 2 teaspoons of granulated onion. And now I'm going to just mix it up for a moment to get everything dispersed before putting in some liquids. This comes together really quickly. So now we're going to put in 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, one of the magic ingredients. And we're going to put in 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Our regular recipes call for 4, but we're going to go with 6 just to make it extra rich. And then the last ingredient here is powdered Romano, and we're going to wait until after the mix is put together so we're not putting boiling water on the Romano. So we'll get that started. And now we're going to put in 1 1/4 cups of water. And off we go. And the last ingredient will be, second to last ingredient, will be the boiling water. And we're going to add 3/4 cup of boiling water, and we're going to use a 1/2 cup measure and a 1/4 cup measure. This boiling water is the magic ingredient that wakes up all the goodness in the recipe. Start off slow so you don't splash too much. Now that all come together, this bread smells like a pizzeria when it's baking. Can't wait to get it out of the oven and start eating it. All right, now we're going to put in the 1/2 cup of finely grated Romano cheese. You can omit this if you're going dairy-free, and you'll have a delicious herb bread. We're going to give this a quick scraping of the sides just to make sure everything is getting in there. I love how many different things you can make with this dough. It's fantastic. One final time, just for good measure. You can't really overmix this. You can just, if you have any doubt, just mix it more. It's hard to hurt it that way. So the difference between this dough and our traditional formula recipe is that we shape the dough now and then let it rest. Usually give it 4 hours. It can go a little bit longer. Scrape it all down. And we like to use, I highly recommend using a cut open plastic Ziploc bag or bread bag. It makes it very easy to form the dough, and it makes it, the cleanup is easy and it doesn't stick to anything. So we take our dough and we cut it into, divide it into 3 equal parts. And we're going to make one sort of hoagie, shorter, thicker baguette, or this long roll. So this will be the short one. And then we'll make one into, grab a little bit of that. This one will be a longer one. So you can make a nice long thin roll out of this. You just squish it together. And you see it doesn't stick at all to the plastic or my hands. And it's kind of a wonderful way to work the dough. This makes great little slices if you've got dips and things or having some sort of a appetizer situation. So we've got a long, thin one and a shorter, wide one. And then this last piece, I'm going to show you several different things you can do with it. One is that you can just take your baguette and do sort of like icebox cookie type of slice and make a roll out of it. So we're going to divide this into 4 pieces. And one of them, just show you how to make a nice herb roll. Put that right there. And then these pieces, we will show you how to make a really easy, quick flatbread. You can make a personal pizza out of it. You can just enjoy it as a flatbread. You can fill it with ingredients. So I got this little tortilla press. It's brand new. And it's a very lightweight, inexpensive aluminum one that I found on Amazon. And I thought I would give it a try. And I'm using it backwards. I thought I would give it a try, and it works perfectly. So I'm using baking paper rounds. And I'm just giving it a press. And I'm turning it. Giving it another press. And I have this quick, perfect, round, individual pizza or flatbread or whatever you like. I'm going to make 3 of these. And that's how easy it is to make these. Perfect, round, delicious flatbread, individual pizzas, or what have you. These also cook very quickly. And that's another bonus. That much sooner to be eating them and enjoying. So look at all the amazing things that you can make with this one batch of mix. It's incredible. We're going to wrap all these up, tuck them in, and we'll be back to show you how we bake them. Okay, so we've got our cheesy Italian herb baguette and mini baguette and roll wrapped up in plastic and tucked away with a cloth over it in a warm place to rest for 4 hours. But we're going to go ahead and cook these 3 flatbreads right away. We've got a 325-degree oven preheated with convection oven on, and we're going to cook them for 20 minutes. We're going to keep a close eye on them. If they start to brown, we will turn the heat down. Actually, I'm going to use this upper one. Put this in the middle. And these are just on the paper that they were pressed on. And you can get these as cut rounds, or you can cut your own rounds out of parchment. And there they go. These will be ready in a jiffy. So our flatbreads are completely done and they're out of the oven. And now we've got the cheesy Italian herb breads that have rested for 4 hours, and these are ready to go in our preheated oven. We've got the oven at 315. We're going to cook them for 1 hour and 10 minutes. If you do notice your particular oven is browning a little bit fast, just turn it down a few degrees and it will be fine. So in they go. And that's it. And we will show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, so now I can show you everything that came out of one batch of cheesy herb Italian bread dough. We got 3 beautiful flatbreads or mini pizzas. You can fill them with your favorite things. You can make a pizza crust out of it. Just put all your favorite toppings on and pop it in a, 400-degree oven for a couple of minutes just till it's bubbly. Or you could even make some little triangular little crisps and toast these up in the oven and dip them in your favorite sauces. So there's so many things you can do with this. And these are very quick and simple. And here's your long baguette. This, you could make a very long, delicious sandwich filled with prosciutto and provolone and all your favorite toppings. Or you could cut little discs with it and have wonderful herb bread appetizers. And we have a roll. You could make the entire batch into rolls if you like. Just cut this open, slather on some butter or some garlicky olive oil, and they are absolutely adorable and delicious. You could fill them with some little stacked appetizers, have mini sandwiches. So many things you can do. All low carb, gluten-free, and super easy to make.